Hey guys, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here back at my desk. I hope that wherever you're at, you're having a great morning, a great afternoon, or a great evening. Hope your day is going wonderful. Today, I figure I finally would do a video on this Hot Toys figure, which I've had in my collection. I purchased this last year, and I've been on and off playing with it. Been sitting a bit on my backlog, but I figure why not? Today's the day. I'm gonna throw a quick video on this guy, and obviously, as you guys can see, this is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales. I figure based on the animated movie that came out a while back. I believe the sequel may be coming out later in 2023. Um, but I'm actually really excited to finally have this in the collection here. From what I've been playing with it, this is probably one of the most articulated Hot Toys figures that I own, especially for Spider-Man. And I'll go over that in a second. You guys can see the awesome, pretty large box, which houses a ton of accessories, and the awesome artwork there of Miles in that awesome action pose. Right here on the side again, more artwork, a really cool pose, and again the whole Into the Spider-Verse motif, the huge, comically large Kingpin again as he was in the show, and again another of Miles. And this is one of those deals, whether it's a slip-on case, and you guys can see all the accessories are kind of just sitting in there. Put that down. We'll go over those in a bit. And I believe here in the back as well, there is some additional pictures of the actual figure with all some of the accessories on. You also get that cool background there. Really cool stuff. So let's move on to the main thing here. So let's put the box here away. And we will talk about this guy here, Miles. As I said, this is probably one of the most articulated figures from Hot Toys that I have in my collection, and I'm very happy. I have the Cyborg Spider-Man, the advanced suit from the PS4 game Spider-Man. I have another Miles, which is the Bodega cat suit, and those, because of the material, you can get them into poses, but you risk damaging the suit if you leave them in a pretty Spider-Man like pose. So, but this one, the material on the suit, I want to say it's almost like a nylon type material. So you can pretty much pose this guy up in some extreme bends, I would say, at least for a Hot toy, and you won't have any issues with the suit getting marked up or damaged by leaving it in that pose for a while. You can return this back to its original state, and you see some creasing here, right? But as soon as you put it back, because of the nature of the material, it all just goes back to looking awesome. The only places where this figure probably will have I want to say, a bit of an issue will probably be with the chest here and these painted surfaces essentially on the suit. The back, not so much, because you can't really pose up the back too much, but the sections here on the shoulders and a little bit on the back, and definitely here on the front, he does have a bit of a ab crunch, so definitely no issues there. I would just be careful, just to show you here, for example, these painted sections here on the arms. I've had him pretty much sort of sitting in this pose with his arms down, and you guys can see there is some marking or marks that were left there from sitting in that pose. But I think other than that, this figure really is what I was looking for in a Spider-Man figure from Hot Toys. I really hope that in the future, they make more figures using this material for the suit, because I really do think it'll really improve at least the poseability aspect for me. Now going over closer to the figure, I'll go through the accessories, but you do have interchangeable eyes, and these are held on here by a magnet. So you can pull these out, give him um, separate, different looks with the different eyes, etc. And these are held on there by a tab and a magnet, so they go right in. The head, again, Spider-Man, really well done. Obviously a little bigger because of Miles's hair. But it's pretty cool. I love the lankiness of this thing. Definitely reminds me of Amazing Spider-Man, I guess. Very lanky, pretty much, and it fits really well with Miles as a whole. And the poseability is there, guys. I'm glad I was able to get this. You can move 90 degrees. You can do that. And I would be pretty comfortable leaving this like this for a while because I have. And it just bounces right back without issue. The only probably thing is, I guess, this being nylon or like a cloth type material, is being very careful with tears. So this seems like the type of material where if you would get a tear, it's just going to run and then ruin the whole suit. But again, for me, that's not too much of a risk. I'm usually very careful with my figures, so I don't foresee having an issue with any of that. But as you could see already, this is almost like action figure like articulation, right? Can you do this with my other Spider-Man Hot Toys figures? You probably could. It would probably be a bit more restrained, and you're risking, again, damaging the suit. But this figure, that's not the case. As you could see, I mean, I have his torso like fully turned, the arms out. And then, as I said, the only concern would be these painted sections here. Yeah, but it's really cool. The other cool thing is the joints, I noticed, and I don't have any other Hot Toys figures that have this feature, but I don't know if you could tell, but there's a section here that kind of bends in when you push it in. So that was done to give you more range, and then also I think to give you a bit of a more natural look to the knee when it bends. So essentially when you bend the knee, this section back here pushes in, it's really cool that they've done that. I haven't seen that, at least on any of the figures that I have. Similarly here, because this is covered by the suit, the joint here has a space. And again, that's to be able to give you a bit more articulation when you're bending the arm. But yeah, I think, again, great job, I think, by Hot Toys with this one. This is pretty much what I'm looking for in my Spider-Man figures. Highly detailed, quality suit, but that is also really, really possible. So like I said, I hope the Hot Toys sort of uses this material for future suits, because it's really, this is to me what a Spider-Man suit sort of should be like. This thing is like a joy to play with, a joy to pose. Just have to get him there in the poses that you want. And yeah, pretty cool. The design overall, it's pretty much a Spider-Man suit. You could see some of the webbing and the detail, but it's just all black. And then obviously the red spray painted or graffitied highlights. But yeah, if you like Spider-Man, I would highly recommend this figure. It's very poseable. It's really high quality. I would say this is probably one of my favorite Spider-Man figures from Hot Toys today. I don't have many, but out of the ones I have, I would say this is definitely it. Then let's go over really quickly over the accessories next. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to show you all the accessories this guy comes with. It's almost overwhelming, the amount of accessories that you sort of get for this guy. And let's start off right off the bat with the biggest thing in the box, and that is this background. This is all made out of cardboard. You are meant to assemble this and attach it to the base that most Hot Toys comes with. It's got some nice detail. I won't be using this. It's all out of cardboard. It does feel a bit cheap, but the printing on it, it's nice. Mine is creased up and bent in a couple of places, which kind of doesn't help with the whole feeling cheap aspect. But I consider this more of a bonus. I guess it's nice if you want to use this in your display. You can build this and use it. Part of that display also includes this additional, I guess, effects like the words from the movie, etc., that you can attach to the base. So that's really cool. They include that if you want to put that in your collection or for photography. That's a nice option. Another accessory that we get with almost, actually with every Spider-Man figure that I have, it's all these webbing, shooting, different options that we always get with all these Spider-Man toys, and then also um, this one. So if you have a Spider-Man figure from Hot Toys, you're kind of familiar with those. The other one that it's pretty much standard on a lot of Hot Toys is this clamp system that they use on all the toys. I think it should be okay to use this clamp without fear of damaging the suit, as long as you don't put it anywhere near those painted surfaces on the figure. But I do think this should be serviceable. And then the base itself is pretty cool. Miles Morales on the front, and then the awesome Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse logo there on the base. This is a really cool looking base, I must say. I'll probably wind up using this to display it in my collection. So really cool. Nice. Moving on, now we get into the meat and potatoes of what's specific to Miles. And let's start off here with the eyes. So in addition to the eyes you see on the guy back there, you also get a couple of options here. They are all magnetized. So, for example, he has these. Just try to fix it here. He has 4 sets of eyes, essentially, all different expressions, etc. So you guys could see them there as I try to attempt to fix this here. So, you know, some surprised eyes, some neutral, and some angry sort of looking eyes. As I said earlier, these are all magnetized. And the cool thing is that you also do get this little tool right here that looks like a flashlight. But this is actually to aid you in taking the eyes on and off, because as you guys can see, is magnetized. So that's really cool that they give you that little tool, because I know sometimes it can be a little hard to get these eyes out of the head. So angry expression, a bit more neutral, and I guess a bit more surprised or shocked, in addition to the expressions you get there. So again, really cool. And as I said, this is all magnetized. So awesome system there with the eyes. Moving on, away from the eyes, you also get this other little tray, which again has a ton of stuff in it. Different hands, again, with the costume and without. So that's really cool. They included those. You know, open hands, open palm, of course, your classic Spider-Man shooting web hands, fists. You get this little spray can or spray paint, you know, so that way he can look like he's doing his graffiti. This is Blind Easy Mixture. So really cool, well, nicely detailed. You get this Spider-Man costume here. Sorry, just trying to take the laces away here. But Spider-Man costume here in the wrapper. So that's really cool that they include it. I love when they give you all these options. There's just so much, it almost seems like overwhelming. Here is pretty much some notebook paper. It says, "From your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man." So cool. What else do we have? We have like, I guess, name tags. These are stickers, so you can take these out and use them. Looks to be about 3 separate sets. And then here, which is something I'm going to use, is the stickers. Sorry, the sneakers themselves. So it looks like you get 1 set with the laces fully tied, and then another set with the laces here that are just kind of loose and in place. These are not branded. I'm assuming these are meant to look perhaps like Jordans, but they're not branded by any means. So there you go. And the laces kind of go in there. I'm assuming these are meant to be Jordans or something, Nikes. But yeah, it's really cool that they included these. I probably will be using these when I sort of put them up for posting. But there you go. These are soft rubber. I don't know if you guys noticed, but one of the laces it's supposed to go in here came off. But so it's interesting that one of the shoes has this kind of just painted on, and the other one, I guess, it's sculpted and it's supposed to go in there. So just something to note. So yeah, and that's one tray. Show you the eyes, show you the hands. The other thing that's really cool is the different head options. So here he is with the half mask on, and again, likeness is on point. Looks really, really awesome. The eyes, the expression, I think is really well done. They've captured pretty much what Miles looked like in that animated movie. So that is really cool. And there's the Spider-Man mask with the folds. So that's cool. And again, here's a fully unmasked head sculpt. And again, great job. Love the color, love the eyes, love the expression. That is definitely Miles from the animated movie. The hair, I think, looks pretty great. Again, for a plastic figure. And there you go. You can switch the heads out, the ears. Awesome, awesome head sculpt there. To go along with these things, you also get pretty much these socks with some skin texture there, and these are meant to go with the one of the outfits. Same with this one, right? This is essentially a neck piece that's supposed to go over the figure, and that kind of goes hand in hand with this next accessory, which is pretty much some sweatpants and this top, which is a white top. It's really well done. It's some nice material, stretchy, a bit baggy to fit with his style. And yeah, so that's something you can put on. You can dress your figure. You could put the neck piece pretty much there. So obviously, so the costume doesn't show through there. And the same thing down here, right? So you can see some of the skin, and you put the sneakers on, and you're good to go. So that's one outfit. The main outfit, and this is one that I'm really excited for because this is again what I will be using when I display him in addition to the sneakers, is this awesome combo of the jacket with the hoodie and the cargo, or the shorts rather, with that white belt. Awesome that they included this. Again, this is something that I was really looking forward to, and this is it's cloth, but again, it's really well done. There is some wire here running through the hood so that you can post this a little better if you wanted to. So it does retain its shape along the edges. Same thing here by the zipper section. That way you can post this up. Again, there's seems to be a little logo here. I'm assuming maybe to make it look like this. But really cool. Here are the shorts, so you guys can see it's coming off the little cardboard thing that they give you. But the shorts, again, really nice material, really well done. For a little figure, it's got pockets, button, the belt, it looks really nice. The hoodie, no sleeves. So I guess you could go for a sleeveless look if you wanted to. So that's a thing you can do. But really well done. And the jacket again, it's again looks very natural, looks very like a real jacket for a smaller figure. And this also seems to have sort of like it will stay in shape however you want to sort of sculpt this and make it look certain ways when you're putting this on the figure. So yeah, as you guys could see, ton of accessories. You can make this guy look a couple of ways, and it looks really, really cool. Yeah, but I'm gonna do quick comparisons to other figures, and then we'll sort of probably wrap up. All right, so as we wrap up, bottom line, I love this figure. I would recommend it. Obviously, this is not any kind of official review, but I do love this thing. Just some minor things I want to point out. Obviously, the whole cardboard background that they give you as a bonus for display. Not too crazy about that. Also, as I was putting the outfit, just a couple of things to note that bugged me, I guess just a tad. Getting these sneakers on, a bit of a hassle. I guess you have to sort of bend the foot a certain way, and then once you get it in there, it's in. But it just this kind of feels like it's a type of accessory. If you're constantly going to be switching on and off, you may perhaps get some paint rubbing or some damage on the feet. But I'm probably going to be leaving mine on like that. So, and the sneakers are not too bad. They're soft rubber, so you do have to work them in a bit to get them on. The other thing is, I honestly could have done without this. The way they've designed these laces and the bow here or his shoe tie laces, they come off, at least on mine. There are sections where these two laces kind of go in, but I'm just afraid that as I'm posing it, the laces kept coming off, and then also this front part too just felt like it wasn't on too tight. So I may end up losing those. I may just decide to just take those sections off and display it without it. But I think other than that, this thing is awesome. The outfit fit awesome. It looks great, and the poseability, which is the main thing I was really looking forward to with this guy, is on point. The suit material is awesome, is great. You guys could see him there fully dressed up. I switched off the head there to the half unmasked portrait of Miles. Everything just fits in great. This is an awesome figure. And the cool thing is, I know I mentioned earlier to be really careful with these painted sections here, right? Because he does have quite a bit of articulation here and the arms. But the cool thing is because I'm planning on displaying mine with pretty much the outfit that you see there, is you really won't see any marks. It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind type of thing. You won't see any sort of stress marks because they're covered by the jacket. So for me specifically, this is probably a top-notch figure. I would highly, highly recommend it. And then as we close, just wanted to, I guess, just show some comparisons there to other figures I have in my collection. I guess the main one for comparison would be the Bodega Catsuit Miles. Obviously, different lines. This is more from the Spider-Man video game on PlayStation. So, but again, they were trying to go for a similar look there with sneakers and a hoodie. This one kind of gets extra points because you get a cat with it, but no contest. I think this is the better Miles option for me. Also, one thing I did notice because this material on this suit, you can post it anyway, no issues. I don't know if you guys could tell here. I did have this guy post up with the knees bent for quite a bit, and this is pretty much what you get. So I'm going to leave him straight to sort of try to get some of these creases out. But this is what I meant. This is a really nice material. It looks really nice, and you can post this guy in certain poses, but you have to be willing to deal with things like this, right? This guy, you could do this all day, no issues with the suit, but just want to show that there. And then I guess staying on the video game kick there, there's the advanced suit Spider-Man, so you guys could see what they look like. So I'm pretty slowly building my Spider-Man army. I think they look awesome together, even though I know they are not the same line, but yeah, looks awesome. And then I guess the last one that I wanted to show here is my other Hot Toy Spider-Man that I do have here is the Cyborg Suit Spider-Man, which I love this thing, but just want to show them there. But overall, guys, if you are on the fence on this guy, go out and get him. I got him on sale last year towards the end of the year in 2022 when Sideshow was having a couple of sales and some free shipping and I had points. But I would honestly say this is definitely worth full price. It's poseable. The suit material is awesome. All the accessories you get, the different ways, and just again the poseability on a Spider-Man figure with I guess some Hot Toys quality, which is again awesome, awesome figure. But anyway, I hope you got something out of this. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you again so much for spending your very valuable time with me. And I will see you next time. Take care of yourself, be nice to yourself, be nice to each other, and see you again.